I want to start this and say the simple phrase, something that the US has been built on, and something that I think that we've lost. We the people. We the people of the United States. And if you can't finish that, then I'm sorry. I want to start with that because that's one of the things that I have experienced as I've been going through my life and as I've been beginning to understand fragments of myself. So much of growing up, I was analytical, observational. I didn't talk too much, but when I did, and when I do, I absolutely love socializing. When I have the opportunity to talk with others, I treasure it, because those that I get to talk to very frequently are willing to listen. And not just willing to listen, but they're willing to have an intelligent conversation with me. And I started this with We the People because for so much of my life, I haven't felt like I'm a person. I haven't felt like I'm real. Like I've said before, I felt like I don't matter. And that none of this matters. And every time that I go outside now, every time that I want to get frustrated at how someone else drives, every time that someone else does something that aggravates me or that I don't understand or this or that, the only thing that I can think about, it's not frustration, it's not rage, it's not upset. It's the fact that that person sees, interacts with, experiences, and has the same responsibilities and pressures on them in this world that I do. I am by no means perfect. I am by no means someone who can do no wrong. I have made mistakes. I have said things. I have hurt people. I've torn other people down with my words because I couldn't understand that and handle that about myself. So my response was to take it out on others. And it's something I'm not proud of, but at the same time too, I'm sharing it because it's part of me. It's something that I have done. It's something that I have always done and will have done. And everyone else that I interact with, everyone else that I see outside, we're all struggling. We're all worried about something. We're all trying to get somewhere or achieve something that in today's day and age feels impossible. Like I said in my prior video. But for a moment, I want you to picture this. Think about yourself. Think about, as you go through your day-to-day, how you perceive the world. Are you interacting with it? Or do you tell yourself to do something? And what I mean by that is so much of my life, especially nowadays too, I feel like the physical appearance that I have isn't me. I'm not this body. I am not flesh and blood and muscle and bone and any of it. I control this. I operate and I make this vessel perform functions. And I know I was born into this world the same as everyone else. I was conceived through love between a man and a woman. By all scientific measures, by all social measures, I am human. I don't feel that way, though. I don't understand what my point is. Aren't we supposed to have a drive or have a purpose? When I said to think about yourself, how do you experience the world? Do you also operate a mech on a day-to-day basis? The physical body that you're in isn't your own? Do you feel like you actually do things, like any of your actions actually have impact on the world? Because mine don't. Every day I feel like I do stuff. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm not connected to any of it. I don't feel emotionally or mentally or physically connected to any of it. I'm sharing this because, again, if I feel this way, I'm sure that someone else out there does too. If I feel like I am not real, I might as well be playing a video game with how I interact with the rest of the world. If I'm not real, then I feel like other people have to feel the same way as well. And again, this is an attempt to let other people and let everyone else know that you're not alone in that feeling. You're not alone like that. And I say this being in my mid-20s, but I'm sure that this will hopefully reach someone who is 40, 50, 60, 70, maybe even 80. Someone who has felt this way their entire life. And if you are hearing that right now, I would like for you to know that you are not alone. I understand the pain and the difficulty of fighting yourself every single day to do even the most basic of tasks, even the most simple of things, because it doesn't feel real. Because you don't feel real. You are not alone in that feeling. We the people have cultivated a society, especially in the last 2 decades. We have cultivated a society that profits off of poverty. We profit off of the misfortunes of others. We profit off the sick. We profit off the wounded. And we profit off people who will never be able to get out of debt. We, the people, have consistently, time and time again, in my lifetime, proven and shown that we do not care about one another, and I am convinced and adamant that it is because that we do not recognize one another as human beings. We do not recognize one another as being conscious, thinking, feeling entities. We, the people, are no longer people. We're robots, machines. We're not people anymore. To be a person means that you have free will. You can do whatever you want to. And we can't. I'll round out with this. If I have said something here, if I've expressed something that you understand, even a small part of you understands, if it's something that you feel like was a part of you at one point and you buried it because you couldn't believe or accept the fact that that might be real, may not entirely be real for you, but it is for other people. And the only way that any of us are actually going to get our humanity back is going to be if we finally have a little empathy for one another. We, the people, outnumber those who have enslaved and brainwashed us. We outnumber them tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, to one. We, the people, are more powerful than we think. We are stronger, and we have the capacity to change more than we believe we can. We, the people, need to finally take a break. We need to slow down. We need to disconnect. We need to hold someone else. We need to cry. We need to love. We need to know that there's other people like us. We need to know that we're not alone, because everyone these days, it feels like, thinks they're alone in the ways that truly matter to them. So, if everyone has a face on, if we all participate because it's what's expected or what we've always done, isn't it time for us to evolve? Evolution doesn't always have to be a physical thing, and especially in this day and age, evolution can be mental. I mean, for as much as people want to be connected, if as a species we are inevitably going to evolve, shouldn't we evolve together? we the people need to finally wake up.